Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
It's not cool. Jail is not okay, bro. Yeah, homie. Just arguing with this in here, jacking off in jail. It's crazy, yeah. Bro, I almost beat the 4 times because I'm like, bro, I'm trying to survive in here, bro.
He did what?
Off in here, bro, under his bed, bro.
Oh, word. Under his bed.
It was crazy. I almost beat that under his bed, bro. Playing with me. Talking about Ray J, Ray J. It was a lot.
Oh, good.
Yeah, man.
That's bad.
Never go to jail, y'all. It was really bad. Nah, we banned from Twitch permanently. Forever. We'll never be able to go back on Twitch.
I'm one of my thieves, man, so yeah.
We banned permanently, and that's it. Yeah, we just transferred over. They banned me permanently because I was defending my kids, but it's cool. I'm not worried about bro. I don't work for none of these bro. I don't work for nobody. We work with.
Wow, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Ray J, definitely, he's home. And I'm trying to understand this long stint that he took. How long, y'all, get in the comments, how long was Ray J locked up for? Guys, I don't get this, and I don't know why. Something I was talking to one of my partners about earlier about people glorifying jail and glorifying prison and glorifying. I hate it. You got to understand, jail is not something to be proud of. I hate when people glorify it. I don't like that part. I remember I was talking the other day about Mike Epps. He was basically saying, you know, it's your failure. You know, he got a lot of flack for that. And I went to bat for the fact of, no, everybody that goes in there are not failures. And sometimes, there are situations that merit celebrating one getting out of jail. But glorifying the fact of being in jail for, you wasn't even in there long enough to get processed in and out. Ray J comes out and he has this conversation about somebody did this to him and somebody did that. You wasn't in there but a couple of hours, man. You ever been processed in and out of jail? They just had enough time to put your fingerprint on that thing, take and hold your hand, and then have you to take all your stuff, give your belongings in. Once you give your belongings in, the next thing you know, you've given your belongings to them. Now, okay, you've done that part. Now you turn around and they say, you're going to have to sit here and wait. And you still hollering, can I make a phone call? Can I bond? Can I make a phone call? Because you know the process. Man, somebody get me out. Let me call my lawyer. By the time you done did that, you out of there. So all this, what you doing about somebody was saying Ray J, or somebody was doing something to themselves while you was in there and you was about to have this massive fight, man. I don't know if I believe you, Ray J. That's something you gotta check me up on, and I don't know about that. You tripping off the fact that you in jail for almost 3 hours, 2 hours, process in and out, and you almost getting into a fight, and man, you in holding tanks, holding cells. It's not that, it can't be that damn bad, but you got your partner sitting behind you, and they don't know no better. Oh yeah? Oh man, no, man, yeah. And you like, yeah, man, I'm almost gonna fight. That's that thing I tell you about people glorifying prison. Everybody that glorify prison is a trip to me, because last time I checked, when you hit that yard, when you get there, the thing that nobody talks about, and if you real with yourself, you're gonna be saying, man, eat right. You naked more than you got clothes on most of the time. You get naked to go to rec. You get naked to go to work. You get naked to go to infirmary and some of those things. You get naked to go here. You get naked to come back in. You get naked if you didn't, you was talking and head running while you was walking down that dang run to go get your food. Get out the line, such and such. Drop them. Take off your clothes. All that degrading stuff that happens in prison, I never have understood how them dudes come back and tell these massive stories about how they was into it with these other inmates and all that. But something I always say, the crime rate is so low in there. I lay beside killers and they ain't killed nothing. They got all these years for killing, and they get in there and they regret what they done and what they ran into, why they did it. They looking at what they did and reflecting back and saying, man, I shouldn't, what the hell was I thinking? I was locked up with a dude that had 2 life sentences, and me and him would pray and fast together that he would be able to get out. We would also pray, and we would talk about Acts chapter 16 when Paul and Silas was singing at midnight. The jails broke loose and everybody was freed, and we prayed so much, and he's still there 30-something years later. So what I'm telling you is, man, all the ways that people paint the picture of prison and jail and glorifying it is not really the way it even is. Because they get out here, they too embarrassed to tell you the truth. They were naked, bending over, coughing, being violated in a way by somebody who ain't even in the free world able to even tell them what to do. But the authority figure inside of there has control of the prisons. Therefore, they run around naked all the time, coughing, and all this other ignorant, retarded stuff. And you can't be by yourself because somebody always there looking over your shoulder, whether you got a cellie or whether you locked up in a tank, a 24-man tank, a 50-man tank. You still got people around you. So all this trying to act like you're glorifying jail. So I really was blown away by that little old scenario of Ray J when he just went to jail for maybe 3-4 hours. It's not nothing. I did that when I was a kid. My daddy came and got me. I'll never forget it. He said, what kind of bird don't fly, jailbird? And he made a joke out of it. That was my first time. Didn't know it was going to be many more times after that. But I'm just saying, I ain't come back with no story like, yeah, I was in there and, man, all this stuff but the internet went out then. So now you got to glorify your situation. And I like Ray J, but I didn't like that because I'm like, man, them dudes in there ain't doing nothing, man. If you just walking in there, you ain't talking to nobody, no way. You ain't playing no games and none of that. And Ray J, I know he got heart. I ain't saying he don't have heart. It's just, don't get these boys the impression that they got to go in there and do this and do that. You mind your business, you ain't got to worry about nothing. If you're going to die, you're going to die anyway. Just get ready to lay it down. You're going to die in the free world either as well. But at any rate, the Twitch thing. You pull the strap up on this Twitch, and you talking about you defending your kids, but you got to be respectful of these folks' platform. But you say, I don't care. Well, you mentioned it, so you must care. So, boy, Ray J is really on one tonight. I ain't gonna lie. Well, earlier today, because he lost his Twitch, permanently banned, he says, forever. We can't, indefinitely, we can't get back on Twitch. They don't want us back on Twitch. You think? You got to be careful on these platforms on the stuff that you do because the sensitized culture that we in is not playing. I don't know what made you go turn that Twitch on anyway. Did you think that was going to go viral and it was going to do something for your channel? What made you go and get on Twitch when you and your family is having issues? I got to ask you that because that's a big question. And like I said, the dude that came in the house, was he already in the house? There's a lot of unanswered questions here. If they was together, all of them, and y'all was just all in there drinking and having fun and y'all was going to eat and stuff together and then you made it look like he came in your house to get your kids, or what's going on with this whole story, man? I know my boy Ray J, you better than this, man. You bigger than this, man. And I know you got a lot of friends, you got a lot of people, infrastructure. I don't know if they'll tell you the truth or if they just going to ride with the lie just to be a part of your entourage, but that ain't the way a real friend do. A real friend tell you, man, your skirt tail showing, bro. Your skirt tail showing, you shouldn't even be out here like that. Not no guy on your stature, that the family that you have, the infrastructure you came up in, there's no way you supposed to be landing here. But that reality TV, all of the different things that you guys are putting yourself in the mix of is causing you to think you got to act out all these outrageous ways. They're encouraging it. And now you get out here and trying to raise a family and get caught up in that same whirlwind. And next thing you know, you playing out your reality TV in real life and about to go and sit down and get some charges on you for that. But now the security ain't nobody ain't around to stop you when you pull that strap. So you've been so used to staging stuff with them on these reality shows that now you staging stuff in real life, and it's bad. Now y'all can get in the comments and tell me, cut it up however you want to, but Ray J know better than that. You don't even want to have your kids around nothing like that, man. And like I said, your family and everybody, I know they watching you and they love you. No matter how they sit back and act like they upset with you, family love you and they don't want to see nothing happen to you. So Hopefully you can get it right, man. If you can, man, make amends with your baby mama some kind of way, princess, and try to be there for your kids, man, and don't let nothing stop that from happening. That's what we got to do. We got to implement the right plan for these young brothers to be in their kids' life. So you don't want no other brother raising your child. Hopefully you guys can get over and get through this. It didn't go too far, I don't believe. The gun came up, but at the end of the day, did he pull it on her? She knows the truth, you know. She said he needs to get help for quarter, the one I did earlier. But at the end of the day, man, they both need help. And they're young and they're trying to raise a family. And without God in the center of that thing, it ain't going to work. Take it from me. You got to put God right in the center of that thing in order for y'all to even be co-parenting together. So you need him right in the middle of it. Man, guys, hey, Ray J, you still my guy, though. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. And guys, if you're still watching, know this, man. There's a, I don't know what I want to say Ray J. I talked about Ray J earlier, but I don't know, man. Like I said, it's a lot of things that has been popping up under my radar that trips me out. Like, you guys got to understand, man, there's a lot of people going through stuff right now. The National Guard lady, that happened earlier today. And it's crazy because I hate to see them going through that, but the National Guard lady she died. So that was bad. Finesse two-time honeycomb brazy. There's a lot of different things that's been going on this weekend. Here we are now going into Saturday. So guys, be ready. We don't know. Just keep your family prayed up, man. I don't know which one I do, man. I just do the National Guard, man. That lady and that situation hits a little close. I got some people that's close to me that's in that stuff, and it's just something that I keep thinking about. But at any rate, man, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.